I had bad days too. Family driving you crazy, man? I know, I ain't do. Let me know. I love kids. I can be a babysitter too. Here's my Sally. Let's talk. I'm a great listener too. Yeah, boy, 'cause I'm nice like that. I even watch your car if you promise me you'll be right back. So relax and be cool. Ain't no point in lying to you. I'm a servant and my master sees all that I do. So tell me what you need, dude. $1 here, take 2. Achoo, may Lord bless you, guide you, and make things easy for you. Disrespecting is just what I do. And it's past tolerating. And it's on the path of understanding and appreciating you. So tell me what you gonna do when the love comes for you. Insult my heritage? You're both from Adam and Eve, fool. Oh snap, how you like that? You gave me extra change and I gave it right back. I let people pass when they wanna switch lanes. 'Cause if it was me, I hope they do the same. You butchered my name, but this is okay. It happens all the time, and I won't correct it anyway. It may sound strange, but I'ma be that change. Improve every day to prove their rudeness is lame. I believe in modesty and try to lower my gaze. If everything is from above, then everything is the same. I ain't impressed by money, cars, clothes, or fame. I'm a Muslim, and the trinkets of this world doesn't mean a thing to me. I'm taught that peace is not the absence of war, but peace is a feeling that can only come to you by remembering your Lord. So for the sake of peace, there's no point in hating me anymore. This is a big place, and we can all live together in this world. I invite you all to join me in this jihad of love and see at first hand why fundamentalism still begins with fun. And if you won't agree, I won't even judge. I just kill you all with love. Thank you.
Next, chess number 538. Judges, please note chess number 538.
Marvelous evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm standing before you to share with you a powerful and thought-provoking poem that explores the complexities of national identity, pride, and the symbolism of a nation's flag. Letter to Your Flag by Ronald Vinson is a poignant and timely piece that challenges us to consider the recitations of the ways in which our nation's flag can both unite and divide us. Without further ado, I'm going to be reciting. Let us listen with open hearts and minds as we journey through the stirring poem, Letter to Your Flag by Ronald Vinson. We pledge allegiance to your flag of the United States of America, and to your republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for who? For you? For some? Well, not for us, not for our people, so please stop saying we're equal. With your flags of red, white, and blue in one hand, you beat us, and to wear black and blue with the other beat us, until we're numb, beat us, until we can't walk straight, then you put us in chains, we're lucky. But for the ones of us who aren't so lucky, you tell us to put our hands up as some type of sick tribute to your privilege, and then you pull the trigger until our bodies lay down on your ground. Pull the trigger until your clip is empty. Pull the trigger until we make your evening news. And then when our children cry, we have to look our children in the eyes and tell them that they have to be cautious, that when they walk your streets, they have to do so in fear, that they have to spend an entirety of their lives looking over their shoulders, because you will hunt them down and you will bury them, either in a prison system that aims to disenfranchise them or the dirt beneath their feet. This is all because of that same racism you love to say no longer exists. But we all know that that same racism is the reason that when we want to put a hood on, we resist. The reason that when we go to get these jobs, we're dismissed at the door. The reason that when we watch your stores, we go to shop, we're watching your stores. That racism is the reason that us saying your Pledge of Allegiance feels a lot like a root canal or a wolf's impact against a flesh or a bat to a head or a bullet in a back or a tear gas like a back like models. That racism is the reason that 3 women clenched their purses as I walked through the entrance of this very building. It hurts that I have to remember that the system I was born into was built to work against me. Hurts that I have to remember. Hurts that I actually have to remember that you will happily invest more money into the preservation of wildlife than you will ever into the preservation of black lives. Now let me ask you all a question. When you turn on your TVs and witness another black body laid on your concrete, what do you see? Another murder? Another sad story, another funeral. Do you see the aftermath? I see a little child that lost their father, another single woman trying to raise a man, which means another broken home, which leads to another child that grows up and suffers the same fate as their father, which means another black woman that outlives her adolescent son. This country practices a culture that lacks equal rights for blacks. And we love to say, blacks don't crack me, well, you'll shatter a melon like glass. My back breaks for everybody you lay at our feet, for every memory I try to erase from your war zones. Late nights reveal that my PTSD has found its way to the surface. My hate for this country reminds me that I'm far from patriotic. So it's a little ironic that I pledge allegiance to your flag of the United States of America and to your republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for who? Thank you.
Next chess number on stage 500. Judges, please note chess number 500.
Good afternoon, everyone. The poem Inch Cape Rock by Robert Southey is a ballad describing the bitter end of those who commit to evil set in the 14th century Scotland. So let me recite the poem Inch Cape Rock. No steer in the air, no steer in the sea. The ship was still as she could be. Her sails from heaven received no motion. Her keel was steady in the ocean. Without either sign or sound of their shock, the waves flowed over the Inch Cape Rock. So little they rose, so little they fell. They did not move the Inch Cape Rock. The worthy abbot of Aberbrothick had placed a bell on the Inch Cape Rock. On a bar in the storm it floated and smug, and over the waves its warning rug. When the rock was hit by the surge's well, the mariners heard the warning bell. Then they knew the perilous rock, and they blessed the abbot of Aberbrothick. The sun in the heaven was shining gay. All things were joyful on that day. The seabirds screamed as they wheeled round. They were joysons in their sound. The boy of the Inch Cape bell was seen, a darker speck on the ocean green. Ocean green. Thank you.
Next chess number 501. Judges, please note chess number 501.
Good afternoon. I'm going to recite the poem, What the Thunder Said. The final section of Wasteland, written by the famous modern poet T.S. Eliot, who won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1948. In this poem, the poet links the Eastern and Western traditions. The thunder once speaks, Tathada yathamen thamyatha, which means give, sympathize, and control. These words are taken from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Yet, the poem ends with the benediction, Shanti, or peace. After the torchlight, red on sweaty faces, after the frosty silence in the gardens, after the agony in the stony places, the shouting and the crying, prison and palace and reverberation of thunder, of spring, or the distant mountains, he who was living is now dead. We who are living are now dying with a little patience. Here is no water, but only rock. Rock and no water and sandy road. The road winding about among the mountains, which are mountains of rock without water. If there were water, we should stop and drink. Amongst the rock, one cannot stop nor think. Sweat is dry and feet are in the sand. Here one can neither stand nor lie nor sit. There is not even silence in the mountains, but dry, sterile thunder without rain. There is not even solitude in the mountains, but dread sullen faces sneer and snarl from the doors of mud-cracked houses. Here there is no water, but only rock. Rock and no water and sandy road. Who is the third one who always walks beside you? When I come, there are only you and I together. But when I look ahead up the wide road, there is always another one walking beside you. Gliding wrapped in a brown mantle, hooded, I do not know whether a man or a woman, but who is that on the other side of you? What's the sound high in the air? Murmur of maternal lamentation. Who are those hooded hordes swarming o'er the endless plains, ringed up by the flat horizon only? What's the city or the mountains? Cracks and bursts and reforms in the wild air. Falling towers. Jerusalem, Athens, Alexandria, Vienna, London, unreal. Ganga was sunken, and the limb leaves waited for rain, while the black clouds gathered far distant over the Himawant. The jungle crouched, hummed in silence. Then spoke the thunder. Ta! 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 What have you given, my friend? Blood shaking my heart. The awful daring of a moment's surrender, which an age of prudence can now retract. By this, and this only, we have existed, which is not to be found in our obituaries or under the seals broken by the lean solicitor in our empty rooms. Ta! Tayatham! I have heard the key turn. Turn the door once, and turn once only. We think of the key, each in his prison. Thinking of the key, each confirms a prison. Only at nightfall, ethereal rumors revive a moment of broken Coriolanus. Ta! Tamyata! The boat has responded gaily to the handed spur with sail and oar. The sea was calm. Your heart should have responded gaily. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. Pois as cozy nel foco che glee affina, quad of your muchi, cal down, oh swallow, swallow. Le prinka quitin la latora boli. These fragments I have showed against my reams. Why then I'll fit you? Hieronymus is mad again. Ta-ta, tayetum, tamyata. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you.
The next chess number 502. Justice, please note chess number 502.
Good afternoon, esteemed judges, teachers, and parents. I'm here to give voice to the poem Unknown Girl in a Maternity Ward, written by Anne Sexton. It whispers the story of a young girl, and it navigates the complexities of identity, motherhood, and the unspoken struggles of adolescence. Let's step into our world. Over to the poem, Unknown Girl in a Maternity Ward. Child, the current of your breath is 6 days long. You lie, a small knuckle on my white bed. Lie fisted like a snail, so small and strong at my breast. Your lips are animals. You are fed with love. At first, hunger is not wrong. You tip like a cup. Your head moving to my touch. You sense the way we belong. But this is an institution, babe. You will not know me very long. The doctors are enamel. They want to know the facts. They guess about the man who left me. Some pendulum soul going the way men go and leave you full of child. But our case history stays blank. All I did was let it grow. And now we are here for all the world to see. They thought I was strange, although I never spoke a word. I burst empty of you, letting you learn how the air is so. The doctors charged the riddle they ask of me, and I turned my head away. I do not know. Yours is the only face I recognize. Bone at my bone, you drink my answers in 6 times a day. I prize your need. The animals of your lips, your skin growing warm and plump. I see your eyes lifting their tents. They are blue stones. They begin to outgrow their moss. You blink in surprise and I wonder what you can see. My funny kin, as you trouble my silence, I'm a shelter of lies. Should I learn to speak again? Or hopeless in such sanity, will I touch some face I recognize? Down the hall, the baskets start back. My arms fit you like a sleeve. They hold catkins of your willows, the wild bee farms of your nerves, each muscle and fold of your first taste. Your old man's face the sums in nurses, but the doctors return to scold me. I speak. It's you my silence harms. I should have known. I should have told them something to write down. My voice alarms my throat. Name of father? None. I hold you and name you, bastard, in my arms. And now that's that. There's nothing more that I can say or lose. Others have traded life before and could not speak. I tighten to refuse your owling eyes, my fragile visitor. I touch your cheeks like flowers. You bruise against me, the unlearned. I'm sure rocking you off. You break from me. I choose your only way, my small inheritor, and hand you off, trembling the cells we lose. Go, child, who is my sin and nothing more. Go, child, who is my sin and nothing more. Thank you.
Chess number 503 on stage. Judges, please note chess number 503 on stage.
A very warm afternoon to one and all present here. Curfew Must Not Ring Tonight by Rose Hartwig Thope is a dramatic poem about a young woman named Bessie who courageously risks her life to save her beloved from execution. Set in the backdrop of the English Civil War, the poem highlights themes of love, bravery, and determination. Now let's hear the poem, Curfew Must Not Ring Tonight. Slowly, England's sun was setting o'er the hilltops far away, filling all the land with beauty at the close of one sad day. And its last rays kissed the forehead of a man and maiden fair. He with steps so slow and wary, she with sunny floating hair. He with bowed head, sad and thoughtful, she with lips all cold and white, struggling to keep back the murmur, curfew must not ring tonight. Sexton, Bessie's white lips faltered, pointing to the prison old, with its walls tall and gloomy, moss-grown walls dark, damp, and cold. I've a lover in the prison, doomed this very night to die at the ringing of the curfew, and no earthly help is nigh. Cromwell will not come till sunset. And her lips grew strangely white as she spoke in husky whispers, curfew must not ring tonight. Bessie calmly spoke the sexton. Long, long years have rung the curfew bell from that gloomy shadowed tower. Every evening, just at sunset, it has tolled the twilight hour. I've done my duty ever, tried to do it just and right. Now I'm old, I will not miss it. Curfew bell must ring tonight. Wide her eyes and pale her features, stern and white her thoughtful brow, as within her secret bosom Bessie had made a solemn vow. She had listened while the judges read, without a tear or a sigh. At the ringing of the curfew, Basil Underwood must die. And her breath grew fast and faster, her eyes grew large and bright. One low murmur, faintly spoken, curfew must not ring tonight. She with quick step bounded forward, sprang the old church door, left the old man coming slowly, paths he trod so oft before. Not one moment paused the maiden, as she had climbed and staggered up the gloomy tower, climbing up the slimy ladder on which fell no ray of light. Upward still her pale lips saying, curfew shall not ring tonight. It was o'er. The bell ceased swaying, and the maiden stepped once more firmly on the damp old ladder. On the bell, over the distant hills comes Cromwell. Bessie sees him, and at his feet she tells her story, shows her hands all bruised and torn, and her sweet young face still in anguish with it had worn. Touched his heart with sudden pity and lit his eyes with misty light. Go, your lover lives, said Cromwell. Curfew shall not ring tonight. Bessie came with flying footsteps and her eyes aglow with love light sweet. Into him, Basil Underwood, he whispered into her ears, darling, you saved me. Curfew will not ring tonight. Thank you.
Chess number 504 on stage. Judges, please note, chess number 504 on stage.
Good afternoon, esteemed judges, respected teachers, parents, and dear friends. Today, I'm honored to stand before you to recite the powerful and inspiring poem, Wake Up by Jessie Oliver, the winner of the Australian National Poetry Slam Championship. This poignant piece calls upon us to wake up from our ignorance and recognize the injustice that persists in our world.
In today's world, rife with geopolitical tensions and social injustice, the poem still resonates deeply, advocating for peace and unity. This poem is a call to action, urging us to strive forward until we reach the pinnacle of our dreams. Now, let's delve into the poem. My friends, wake up. I know that in your dreams you see the way the world should be, but we breathe. In reality, your sleep, it won't stay peaceful even through a whisper of evil, and there is evil in the minds of sleeping people. Wake up! It's slipping through our fingers. The ability for civility because clenched fists don't know what they're fighting for. It's not love. Wake up. There you go. Now rub that sleep from your eyes and arise and reply to those cries. Tell them why we despise the lies of a hateful enterprise. Tell them that we dream of a day where love leads them, where everyone has a say. No more turning back or turning a blind eye. It's time to unify and reach for the sky. Tell them that we share 99.9% of our DNA. So we don't know them by difference. We know them by name or friend. And I will face my fears with the friends that I love, because love is an infinite blanket. I'll pick apart the positive pieces of my past so that I can remember to thank it. Because every single little bit of bitter love in life can turn this world into a banquet. But this is not for the weak. No more shadows where injustice thrives. Illuminate the world with hopeful lives. With hands entwined, we forge ahead. In every word and deed, love is spread. No more shadows where injustice thrives. Let's walk this world with the hopeful lives. When doubt and crouch and shadows fall, recall the strength within you. After all, no challenge too daunting, no aim too high. With a steadfast heart, resolve for the sky. Shake off the night's illusionary veil and face the dawn with a heart that won't fail. It's easy to sleep, but this takes strength, because heart is just a muscle, and humans, we make mistakes, but it's time to heal. Too long have we reacted to the things that we feel, but it's not to who's inside us, because we all have bad thoughts, but they don't have to define us. This world is aching, shaking, and breaking, but it's ours for taking if we just stop faking. Wake up to the calls of those who can't breathe, to the voices of those who grieve, believe, and achieve. It's time to trust. The difference is not a threat to us, no matter what it takes, because food for hate is what fear makes. But you, admirals, are awake. We'll build bridges where walls once stood, transforming neighborhoods for greater good. Wake up. It's not just a plea, it's a plan for every woman, every man, and every child in this land. So wake up and arise from sleep. A chorus of hope, a promise to keep. For every soul, every dream, and every dawn, together we rise, resilient and strong. So let's make a loud alarm clock at the dawn of this new day, a home block for a new way, with hands locked, standing strong, cause this world does have wrong, but two are not right. We'll end dark nights with sunlight to wake this world from sleep, because love is our weapon and we're armed to our teeth, and we will change the world with the words that we speak. Just wake up and make so much noise that no one can sleep. Thank you.
Chess number 505 on stage. Judges, please note, chess number 505 on stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. O Captain, My Captain is one of the most famous poems written by the American poet Walt Whitman in 1865. This poem is taken from a collection of poems, Leaves of Grass. This elegy was composed as a tribute to the American President Abraham Lincoln following his assassination after Civil War. Let's move on to the poem. O captain, my captain, our fearful trip is done. The ship has weathered every rack. The prize we sought is won. The port is near, the bells are here, the people all exulting, while the follow eyes, the steady keel, the vessels grim and daring. But oh heart, 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 oh the bleeding drops of red, where on the deck lies my captain, falling cold and dead. Oh captain, my captain, rise up and hear the bells. Rise up, for you the flag is flung, for you the bugle trills, for you the bouquets and ribbon wreaths, for you the shores are crowding, for you they call the swaying moss, the eager faces turning. Here captain, dear father, this arm beneath your head, it is some dream that on the deck you've fallen cold and dead. My captain does not answer. His lips are pale and still. My father does not feel arm. He has no pulse, no will. The ship is anchored safe and sound, its voyage closed and done. From the fearful trip, the victor ship comes in with objects won. Exult, O shores, and ring, O bells. But I, with mournful tread, walks the deck, my captain lies, fallen cold and dead. Thank you.
Chess number 506 on stage. Judges, please note chess number 506 on stage.
Respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends, I'm going to recite the poem Perfect by Maya Mayer. Is there something wrong with you? A loose screw or two that ruined your ability to function? Why are you always so tired? Your life is uninspired and small. All you do is prowl on the couch, thus stretch the limbs like a sloth in slow motion. Where is your devotion to succeed, Maya? Did you drift out your window with the smoke from your weed? Do I have to force feed you discipline till you finally concede? I cook and I clean and I don't stop till the soles of my feet bleed, but I am fine. I am perfect. Be perfect, Maya. Be perfect like me. Stop wearing those god-awful ribbons and the lipstick like a hoe with double D implants. You only get one chance. Stop acting like a cat with 9 lives left. Stop committing yourselves to songs and stories and spoken slam bullshit in a world where degrees and PhDs impede the need for poetry. And stop chewing on your nails. No wonder you never attracted any males. Why do you do that? Do you like the taste? Are they sweet? You can't eat sweets, Maya. Ruining your teeth like you're ruining your life. My teeth are perfect, clean and pristine. They gleam like the golden halo above my perfectly conditioned head. I don't need sugar, Maya. I am a puff sugar. Why are we down here, Maya? Why are we down here when it to be up here? Up here with the ones ever promising Korea, who listen when information goes in one ear and doesn't come out the other. You'll never be up here, Maya. You act as if the act of listening is the time you would have heard me. The 606th time I told stop chewing on nails, stop chewing on nails like a goddamn piece of trash. But you cannot be a trash, Maya. You have to be perfect. Be perfect like me. I get up at 5 in the morning every day. I start my day the same way, worried that I'll collapse as my bones start to decay from cleaning up your scraps. Why is your room such a mess? The clothes go in the hamper, Maya. Not displayed in your bed like your lack of morals. Not littered on the floor collecting more dust than my withered expectations. You disregard my rules with a stubborn contempt in a substandard attempt at teenage rebellion. But you cannot be a rebel, Maya. You're not interesting enough. You need to obey and say yes and okay. You need to do it with a smile on your less than average face. You need to try harder, Maya. Make it wider, Maya. Why don't you know how to smile? You disappoint me, Maya. You never appreciate what I do for you. You never try to be a winner. And you never ate dinner. You never did, and I consistently prayed for you as I constantly remind you of the life I set aside for you. That meal doesn't pay for itself. I don't care if it's ideal. Stop telling me how you feel. You need to eat it. Eat it all, eat it at a reasonable time with a glass of milk. You need milk, Maya. You need calcium like you need a catalyst for growth. You'll never grow to be tall. Be tall like me. I drink my milk, Maya. Drink your fucking milk. Be tall. Be perfect like me. You need to stop daydreaming, Maya. Stop staring at the ceiling as if your one redeeming quality lies hidden in the plaster. You need to organize your life. Your life is a disaster. Just like your room, just like your teeth, just like your future, which will soon come to an end if you don't put down that pen. You need to stop writing, Maya. Your life is not a book. Don't give me that look, Maya. I'm just trying to help you. I'm just trying to love you. You have to let me love you so that you can be perfect. Be perfect like me. Thank you.
Chess number 520 to 530 are requested to report at the Silver Jubilee block. I repeat, the chess number 520 to 530 are requested to report at the Silver Jubilee block. The coordinator of Markazul Ulum English Senior Secondary School, Kondoti, is required to report at the stage 5 immediately. I repeat, the coordinator of Markazul Ulum English Senior Secondary School, Kondoti, is requested to report at the stage 5 immediately. Chess number 507 on stage. Judges, please note, chess number 507 on stage.
Good afternoon, honorable judges, fellow participants. Today, I invite you to walk me through in the streets of Henry Lawson's iconic poem, The Faces in the Street, where every face has a story to tell. Here goes the poem. They lie. The men who tell us in a loud, decisive tone. The wonders here are strange and that misery is unknown. For where the nearest suburb and the city proper meet, my windowsill is level with the faces in the street. Drifting past to the beat of weary feet. While I sorrow for the honors of those faces in the street. And 'cause I have to sorrow in a land so young and fair, to see upon those faces stamp the mark of want and care. I look in vain for traces, for the fresh and fair and sweet, in sallow, sunken faces that are drifting through the streets. Drifting on to the scrape of restless feet. I can sorrow for the honors of those faces in the street. In hours before the dawning dims the starlight in the sky, the wan and weary faces first begin to trickle by, increasing as the moments hurry in morning feet, till like a pallid river flow the faces in the street, flowing in to the beat of hurried feet. While I sorrow for the honors of those faces in the street. The human river dwindles down when 'tis past the hour of 8. Its waves go faster in the fear of being late, but slowly rags the moments whilst beneath dust and heat. The city grinds the honor of those faces in the street. Grinding body, grinding souls, yielding scars enough to beat. Oh, I sorrow for the honors of those faces in the street. And then the only faces till the sun is sinking down are those of toilers and idlers of the town. Save here and there a face seems like a stranger in the street. Tells of the city's unemployed upon his very beat. Drifting round to the scrape of restless feet. Oh, my heart aches dumbly for that sad face in the street. And when the hours and lagging feet have slowly dragged away, and sickly yellow gaslights just rise to mock the going day, then flowing past my window like a tide in its retreat, again I see a pallid stream of the faces in the street, ebbing out to the drag of tired feet. While my heart is aching dumbly for the honors of these streets. And now all blurred and smudged with vice, the day's sad pages end. For a while, the shorter, larger hours toward the smaller, long hours trend. With smiles that mock the bearer and with words that half entreat. Delilah beats for customs at the corner of the street. Sinking down, battle wrecks by tempest beat. A dreadful, thankless trade is hers, that woman of the street. Thank you and have a nice day.
Chess number 508 on stage. Judges, please note chess number 508 on stage.
Respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends, good afternoon to all. Today I'm here to recite a poem written by Buna Muhammad, Kill Them With Love. Challenges us to respond to negativity and adversity with a heart full of love and empathy. As we delve into the races, the power of love reflects as a transformative force that can transcend even the darkest of time. Show me a stranger, and I will show you a friend that you haven't met yet. Because the obstacle of anything is usually just one of the prices of success. And people are more than numbers. To crack a smile is really no stress. Divide my time like economics. I love to say hi and buy less. Multiply first impression by everything you might have guessed. Prejudice takes time, but my time is business, and this just makes big dollars and cents. Why would you hate when love just costs less? In fact, the muscle it takes to make a frown make it more work than to just turn it upside down. But you hate it when I'm polite, can't stand when I'm sincere. Call me all these names, wondering I'm still just standing here. Because your ignorance led me to believe that you really just need a hug. And I have been public enemy number one ever since I learned to kill them with love. I'm psychotic serial lover, seriously considering only complimenting our mothers because whether you like it or not, I'm your brother, a teddy bear terrorist chilling with my well-mannered crew. Yeah, you're a racist, but I'm gonna still hold the door open for you. Cause seriously, dude, and no need for the attitude. I ain't mad at you, I had bad days too. So tell me what you're gonna do when I come from you. Insult my heritage? We are both from Adam and Eve, fool. Oh snap, who like that? You gave me extra change and I gave it right back. So tell me what you're gonna do when I come from you. We are both from Adam and Eve, fool. I don't let people pass when I wanna switch lanes, cause if it was me, I hope they would do the same. It happens all the time. I won't correct it anyways, and it may sound strange, but I'm bit at change. Bro, every day to prove their rudeness is lame. I believe in modesty and trial on my gaze, and if everything is from above, then everything is same. I ain't impressed by money, cars, clothes, or fame. I'm a Muslim, so the twinkles of the world don't mean a thing. I was taught that peace is not the absence of war, but peace is a feeling that can only come from remembering your Lord. So for the sake of peace, there's no point in hating me anymore. It's a big place where we can all live together in this world. I invite you all to join me in this jihad of love and see firsthand why fundamentalism still begin with fun. And if you don't agree, I won't even judge you. I just kill you all with love. I just kill you all with love. Thank you.
chess number 509 on stage. Judges, please note chess number 509 on stage.
Good afternoon. Today I'm going to recite a poem, What the Thunder Said, final section of The Wasteland, written by the modern English poet T.S. Eliot, who won the Nobel Prize Literature in 1948. In this poem, the poet links the Eastern and Western traditions. Thunder, one style now speaks, Datta, Dhayatvam, and Dhamyata, which means give, sympathize, and control. These words are taken from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Civilization is grumbling, and yet the poem ends with the benediction, Shanti, or peace. After the torchlight red on sweaty faces, after the frosty silence in the garden, after the agony in stony places, the shouting and the crying, prison pals reverberation of thunder, of spring, over distant mountains. He who was living is now dead. We who were living are now dying with little patience. Here is no water, but only rock, rock and no water, and the sandy road. The road winding above the mountains, which are mountains of rock without water. If there were water, we should stop and drink. Among us a rock, one cannot stop or think. Sweat is dry and feet are in the sand. If there were only water among us rock, dead mountain mouth of carious teeth that cannot spit. Here one can neither stand, nor lie, nor sit. There is not even silence in the mountains, but dry sterile thunder without rain. There is not even solitude in the mountains, but red sullen faces sneer and snarl from doors of mud-cracked houses. If there were water and no rock, if there were rock and also water, and water, a spring, a pool among the rock, if there were the sound of water only, not the cicada and dry grass singing, but sound of water over a rock, where the hermit thrush sings in the pine trees. Drip, drop, drip, drop, 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 drop. But there is no water. Who is the third who walks always beside you? When I count, there are only you and I together. But when I look ahead up the wide road, there's always another one walking beside you, gliding wrapped in a brown mantle. Who did? I do not know whether a man or a woman, but who is that on the other side of you? What is that sound high in the air? Murmur of maternal lamentations. Who are those hooded hordes, swarming over endless plains, stumbling in the cracked earth, ringed by the flat horizon only? Cracks and reforms and burst in the violet air. Falling towers, Jerusalem, Athens, Alexandria, Vienna, London, unreal. Ganga was sunken, and the limb leaves waited for rain, while the black clouds gathered far distant over Himavat. And then spoke the thunder. Da, da, ta, da, dhayatvam, da, dhamyata. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Thank you and have a nice day.
All the team managers, Category 2, Elocution Sanskrit, is requested to report at Category 2, Stage 6. All the team managers of Category 2 Elocution Sanskrit report at Stage 6 immediately. Chess number 510 on stage. Judges, please note, chess number 510 on stage.
Respected personalities of the day, a very good afternoon to one and all. Respected personalities of the day, a very good afternoon to one and all. Today, I'm here to recite a poem called If by an English poet, Rudyard Kipling. This poem is about the importance of self-belief, humility, integrity, and perseverance. So, here I begin my poem, If by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blame it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tied by waiting or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way for hating. Yet, don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat with those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves and make trap for fools, or was the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn out tools, if you can make a heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toes and lows, and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your lows, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, and walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes or loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Oh Captain, My Captain is a poem written by Walt Whitman in 1865. It is a poem about the death of US President Abraham Lincoln. This poem is written in the form of an elegy meaning funeral song. Whitman used figurative language throughout the poem to express his respect and to mourn the loss of Abraham Lincoln. Hope you enjoy it. Oh Captain, my Captain, our fearful trip is done. The ship has weathered every wreck. The prize we sought is won. The port is near. The bells are here. The people all exulting. While follow eyes the steady keel. The whistle grim and daring. But oh, hurts, hurts, hurts. Oh, the bleeding drops of red were on the deck. My captain lies fallen cold and dead. Oh Captain, my Captain, rise up and hear the bells. Rise up, for you the flag is flung, for you the bugle trills, for you the bouquets and ribboned wreaths, for you the shows are crowding, for you they call the swaying mass, their eager faces turning. Her Captain, dear father, this arm beneath your head, it is some dream that on the deck you have fallen cold and dead. My Captain does not answer. His lips are pale and still. My father does not feel my arm. He has no pulse, no exalt or shows and ring or bells. But I with mournful tread walk the deck. My captain lies fallen cold and dead. Thank you.
Chess number 512 on stage. Judges, please note, chess number 512 on stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. In a world of pale-lit faces drifting incessantly, where weak bonds with lost identity, here I am with a poem, or the miserable plight of humanity with a spirit of revolution. Faces in the Street by Henry Lawson. They lie, the men who tell us in a loud, decisive tone that one is here a stranger and that mystery is unknown. For where the nearest suburb and the city proper meet, my window sill is level with the faces in the street, drifting past to the beat of weary feet, while I sorrow for the owners of those faces in the street. And cause I have to sorrow in a land so young and fair, to see upon those faces stamped the marks of want and care. I'll look in vain for the traces of fresh and fair and sweet, in sallow sunken faces that are drifting through the street, drifting on to the scrape of restless feet. I can sorrow for the owners of those faces in the street. In hours before the dawning dims, the starlight in the sky, the wan and weary faces fast began to trickle by, increasing as the moments hurried down with morning feet, till like a pallid river flowed the faces in the street, flowing in to the beat of hurried feet. I sorrow for the owners of those faces in the street. The human river dwindles when it is past the hour of 8. Its waves go flowing faster in the fear of being late, but slowly track the moments was beneath the dust and heat. The city grinds the owners of the faces in the street. Grinding body, grinding soul, yielding scars enough to eat. I sorrow for the owners of those faces in the street. And now, all blurred and smirched, with yesterday's sad pages end. For while the short large oars towards the longer small oars trend, with smiles that mock the wearer, and with words that half entreat, Delilah pleads for custom at the corner of the street. Sinking town, battered, dragged by tempest speed. A truthful, thankless trait is hers, the woman on the street. But to dreader things than these of fair young city comes, where human forms shall rot away in styles for swine and meat, and costly faces shall be seen unfit for any street. Rotting out for the lack of air and meat, in tens of vice and horror that are hidden from the street. For all their windows level with the faces of the poor, hey, mammoth leaves, your knees shall knock, your hearts in terror beat. When God demands reason for the sorrows of the street, the wrong things and the bad things and the sad things that we meet in the filthy lane alley and the cruel hurdle street. Once I cried, "Oh God Almighty, if the mind doth still endure, now show me in a vision for the wrongs of earth a cure." And lo, with shelves all shattered, I beheld a city street, and in the warning distance heard the tramp of many feet, coming near to a drum still distant beat. Then I saw an army that was marching through the street. Then, like a swollen river that has broken banks and wall. Then, like a swollen river that has broken banks and wall. Thank you.
Chess number 513 on stage. Judges, please note chess number 513 on stage.
Kill Them with Love by Boona Muhammad is a powerful poem which dwells into the themes of love and forgiveness. In this poem, Boona Muhammad challenges us to face hatred and negativity, not with anger, but with an overwhelming force of love. Honorable judges and dear all, Kill Them with Love by Boona Muhammad. Show me a stranger and I'll show you a friend that you haven't met yet. Because an obstacle in the way of anything is usually just one of the prizes to success. And people are more than number. To crack a smile is really no stress. Divide my time like economics. I love to say hi and buy less. Multiply first impressions by everything you might have guessed. Prejudice takes time, but my time is business. And this just makes big dollars and cents. Why would you hate when love just costs less? But you hate it when I'm polite. Can't stand it when I'm sincere. Call me all these names, wondering why I'm still standing here. Mainly because your ignorance leads me to believe that you just need a big hug. I've been a public enemy number one ever since I learned how to kill them with love. I'm a psychotic serial lover. Seriously considering only complimenting our mothers. Whether you like it or not, I'm your brother. A teddy bear terrorist, chilling with my well-mannered crew. Yeah, you're racist, but I'm still gonna hold the door open for you. Cause seriously, dude, ain't no need for that attitude. I'm not mad at ya, I had bad days too. Here's my Sally, let's talk, I'm a great listener too. Yeah boy, cause I'm nice like that. I can even watch your car if you promise me you'll be right back. So relax and be cool. Tell me what you need, dude. $1? Here, take 2. Achoo! May the God bless you, guide you, and make things easy for you. This respect thing is what I do. It's past tolerating. It's on the path of understanding and appreciating you. So tell me, what you gonna do when the love comes for you? Insult my heritage? We're both from Adam and Eve, fool. Oh snap, how you like that? You butchered my name. But this is okay, I won't correct it anyways. It happens to me all the time. Improve every day to prove that rudeness is lame. I believe in modesty, and if everything is from the above, then everything is the same. I am a Muslim, so the trinkets of this world don't mean a thing. I was taught that peace is not the absence of war, but peace is a feeling that can only come from remembering the Lord. So for the sake of peace, there's no point in hating me anymore. And if you don't agree, I won't even judge. I'll just kill you all with love. Thank you.
Chess number 514 on stage. Judges, please note, chess number 514 on stage.
Beware of event, for beware of event, for its goodness, then it stands for a test of time. Let us see it in the poem, The Inchcape Rock by Robert Sahodaya. No stir in the air, no stir in the sea. The ship was as still as she could be. Her sails from heaven received no motion. Her keel was steady in the ocean. Without either sign or sound of the shock, the waves flowed over the Inchcape Rock. So little they rose, so little they fell. They did not see the Inchcape Bell. The good Abbot of Aberbrothock had placed that bell on the Inchcape Rock. On a bow in the storm, it floated and swung, and over the waves it's a warning rung. When the rock was hit by the surging swell, the mariners heard and the warning bell. And then they knew the perilous rock and blessed the Abbot of Aberbrothock. The sun in the heaven was shining gay. All things were joyful on that day. The seabirds screamed as they wheeled around, and there was a joyance in their sound. The buoy of the Inchcape Bell was seen, a dark speck on the ocean green. Sir Ralph threw a walk to a stick, and he fixed his eye on the darkest speck. He felt the cheering power of spring. It made him whistle, it made him sing. His heart was mirthful to excess, but the robber's myth was wickedness. His eyes was on the Inchcape flood. Corty, my man, put out the boat and row me to the Inchcape Rock, and I will plague the breach of Aberbrothock. The boat is lowered. The boatman row, and to the Inchcape Rock they go. Sir Ralph threw a bento from the boat, and he cut the bell from the Inchcape flood. Down soon the bell, with a gurgling sound, the bubbles rose and buzzed around. Quoth Sir Ralph, the next who comes to the rock won't bless the Abbot of Aberbrothock. Sir Ralph was sailed away. He scoured the seas for a many day, and now, grown rich with plenteous show, he steers his course for scuttling show. So thick a haze, oh, express the sky, they cannot see the sun on high. The wind had blown a gale on day, at evening
had died away. On the deck the rover takes his stand. So dark it is, they see no land. Caught so rough, it will be lighter soon, for there is the rise of rising moon. Can't steer, said one, the breakers roar. For me think we should be near the shore. Now, Vivia, I cannot tell, but I wish I could hear the Inchcape bell. They hear no sound. The swell is strong. Through the wind has fallen. They drift alone till the vessel strikes with a shivering shock. Oh Christ, it's the Inchcape rock. Sir Ralph would toys here. He crushed himself in his despair. The waves rushing on every side. The ship is sinking beneath the tide. But even in his dying fear, one dreadful sound could the rover hear. A sound as if the Inchcape bell, the devil below, was ringing his knell. Thank you.
Chess number 515 on stage. Judges, please note, chess number 515 on stage.
Hey everyone, good morning. Today I'm here to recite a poem, I'm the People, the Mob, by Carl Sandburg. This poem occupies the collective working class and such a group. On to the poem. I am the people, the mob, the crowd, the mass. Do you know that all the great work of the world is done through me? I am the working man, the inventor, the maker of the world's food and clothes. I am the audience that witness a history. The Napoleons comes from me and the Lincolns. They die and then I send forth more Napoleons and Lincolns. I am the seed ground. I'm a prairie that will stand for much blowing terrible storms pass over me. I forget the best of me is sucked out and wasted. I forget everything. But death comes to me and makes me work hard and give up what I have. And I forget. Sometimes I growl, shake myself, and spatter a few red drops for the history to remember. When I, the people, learn to remember. When I, the people, use the lessons of yesterday and no longer forget who robbed me last year, who played me for a fool, then there will be no speaker in all over the world to say the name, the people, with any fleck of a sneer in his voice or a smile or derision. The mob, the crowd, the mass will arrive then. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Chess number 516 on stage. Judges, please note, chess number 516 on stage.
A very good afternoon to all. Today, I'm going to recite the poem, The Highwayman, written by Alfred Noyes. The wind was torrent of darkness among the gusty trees. The moon was a ghostly galleon tossed upon the cloudy seas, and the road was a ribbon of moonlight over the purple moor, and the highwayman came riding, riding, riding. And the highwayman came riding up to the old inn door. He had a French cocked hat on his forehead, bunch of lace at his chin, a coat of claret velvet, and breeches of brown doe skin. They fitted with never a wrinkle. His boots were up to thigh. He rode with a jeweled twinkle. His pit-sole buds a twinkle. His rapid hilted twinkle under the jeweled sky. Over the couples he clattered and clashed into the darkened yard. He tapped with his whip on the shutters, but all was locked and barred. And he whistled a tune to the window, and who should be waiting there but the landlord's black-eyed daughter, Bess, the landlord's daughter, plaiting the dark red love knot into a long black hair. Dark in dark, old in yard, the stable wicket creaked where Tim the ostler listened. His face was white and picked, his eyes like hollow of madness, but he loved the landlord's daughter, landlord's red-lipped daughter. Dumb as a dog he listened, and he heard the robber say, "One kiss, my bony sweetheart. I am after a prize tonight. I shall be back with the yellow gold before the morning light. Yet, if they press me sharply and harry me through the day, then look for me by moonlight. Watch for me by moonlight. I'll come to thee by moonlight, though the hell should bar the way." He rose upright in his stirrups. He scarce could reach a hand, but she loosened her hair in the casement. His face burned like a brand as the black cascade of perfume came tumbling over his breast. He kissed its wave in the moonlight and tugged at its rein in the moonlight and galloped away to the best. He did not come at dawning. He did not come at noon, and out of the tawny sunset, before the rise of moon, when the road was gypsy ribbon, looping the purple moor, the red court troop came marching, marching, marching. King George's men came marching up to the olden door. They say no words to landlord, but they drank his ale instead. But they gagged his daughter and bound her to the foot of a narrow bed. Two of them knelt at a casement with muskets at their sides. Death was there at every window, and hell at one dark window, for the best could see through her casement the road he would ride. She twisted her hands behind her, but all the knots held good. She writhed her hands till her fingers were wet with sweat, oh blood, till now on the stroke of midnight, cold on the stroke of midnight, the tip of one finger touched it. The trigger at least was hers. The tip of one finger touched it. She strived no more for rest. Up she stood up at attention, with muscle beneath her breast. Her blood in her veins in the moonlight stopped to her love's refrain. He spurred like a madman, shrieking a curse to the sky, with the wide road smoking behind him, his rapier brandished high. Blood red were his spurs in the golden noon, wine red were his velvet coat. When they shot him down on the highway, down like a dog on the highway, he lay in his blood on the highway with a bunch of lace at his throat. Thank you and have a nice day.
All the chess number from 520 to 538 are requested to report at the Silver Jubilee block. I repeat, all the chess number from 520 to 538 are requested to report at the Silver Jubilee block. Chess number 517 on stage. Judges, please note, chess number 517 on stage.
Good afternoon to one and all those who present here. Today, I'm here to recite a very inspiring poem written by Douglas Mallory. The title of the poem is Be the Best of Whatever You Are. I repeat, be the best of whatever you are. The moral of the poem is, in a forest, the shrubs cannot be the majesty and the beauty of pine trees. But it does not mean that the shrubs are useless. By being the best little shrub in the forest, you too can add the beauty of the big pictures. And as far as we human beings are concerned, we are not trees, we are conscious beings who can change, grow and evolve. But you don't have to wait until you attain quote-unquote higher consciousness. You don't have to wait until you attain the state before you can start making difference. Do it now with all your faults and imperfection. You are still beautiful and powerful. No matter who you are, try to be best you can. Hope you guys will enjoy this poem. So let's start. If you can't be a pine on the top of the hill, be a scrub in the valley, but be the best little scrub by the side of the hill. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a bush, be a bit of grass and some highway happier make. If you can't be a muskie, then just be a bass, but be the liveliest bass in the lake. We can't all go to be captains. We will go to be crew. There is something for all of us here. There is big work to do and there is lesser to do. And the task you must do is near. If you can't be a highway, then just be a trail. If you can't be a sun, be a star. It isn't by the size that you win or you fail. Be the best of whatever you are. That's all. Thank you and have a nice day.
Chess number 518 on stage. Judges, please note chess number 518 on stage.
Good afternoon, respected judges, teachers, and friends. Today, I would like to recite before you the poem, The Charge of the Light Brigade by Alfred Lord Tennyson. This narrative poem was published in the year 1854 and is based on actual events. It tells the true story of a misunderstood order which led to the unnecessary deaths of a brigade of British soldiers during the Crimean War. The poem expresses the unwavering bravery and the stout patriotism of the soldiers and the harsh, cruel reality of war. The Charge of the Light Brigade by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Half a league, half a league, half a league onward, all in the valley of death, rode the 600. Forward, the Light Brigade, charge for the guns, he said. Into the valley of death rode the 600. Into the valley of death rode the 600. Forward, the Light Brigade! Was there a man dismayed? Not though the soldier knew someone had blundered. Theirs not to make reply, theirs not reason why, theirs but to do and die. Into the valley of death rode the 600. Into the valley of death rode the 600. Cannon to right of them, cannon to left of them, cannon in front of them, volleyed and thundered. Stormed at with shot and shell, boldly they rode and well. Into the jaws of death, into the mouth of hell, rode the 600. Flashed all the sabres bare, flashed as they turned in air, sabering the gunners there, charging an army, while all the world wondered. Plunged in the battery smoke, right through the line they broke. Cossack and Russian wheeled from the saber stroke, shattered and sundered. Then they rode back, but not the 600. Then they rode back, but not the 600. Cannon to right of them, cannon to left of them, cannon behind them, volleyed and thundered. Stormed at with shot and shell, while horse and hero fell. They that had fought so well came through the jaws of death, back from the mouth of hell. All that was left of them, left of 600. All that was left of them, left of 600. Cannon to right of them, cannon to left of them, cannon now silent, sullied and sundered. Broken the field they crossed, counting the heavy cost, grieving for all they'd lost, and just Few turn to face the light out from the endless night. Few of 600. Few turn to face the light out from the endless night. Few of 600. Oh, when can the glory fade? Oh, the wild charge they made. All the world wondered. Honor the charge they made. Honor the Light Brigade. Noble 600. Thank you.
Chess number 521 and 522 are requested to report at the Silver Jubilee block. I repeat, chess number 521 and 522 are requested to report at the Silver Jubilee block. Chess number 519 on stage. Judges, please note, chess number 519 on stage.
No, it's not okay. Can you put it down?
A very warm, pleasant good morning to one and all present here. I'm here to recite the poem Perfect by Maya Mayer. Maya Mayer is an incredible genius, writer, player, and experienced teacher for 8 years. She has performed all over the world. The theme of the poem is No One is Perfect. That's the beauty of humanity. To meet someone's expectations of perfection is destructive. So here it starts. Is there something wrong with you? A loose screw that ruined your ability to function? Why are you always so tired? Your life is unspare and small. All you do is crawl on the couch with your stretched limbs like a sloth in a slow motion. Where is your devotion succeed, Maya? Did it drift out your window, the smoke from your weed? Do I need to force your discipline you finally concede? I cook and I clean. I don't stop till my sauce, my feet bleed. But I'm fine. I'm perfect. Be perfect like me, Maya. Be perfect like me. Stop wearing those god of ripped pants, lipstick, over double D implants. You only get one chance. Stop acting like a cat with 9 lives. Stop committing yourself to song starts and smoking some bullshit in the world that degrees and PhDs impaired for the need for poetry. And stop chewing on your nails. No wonder you attracted any males. Why do you do that? Do you like the taste? Are they sweet? You can't eat sweet, Maya. You're ruining your teeth like you're ruining your life. My teeth are perfect. Clean and pristine. They gleam like God, a hollow, a perfectly conditioned head. I don't want sugar, Maya. I'm above sugar. Why are you down here? Why are you down here when you're to be up here? Up here with who's had a promising career, who listens to the information goes in one ear and doesn't come out the other. You will never be up here, Maya. You act as of resist the crime, or you will have heard me 666 times. I told you stop chewing your nails. Stop chewing your nails like a piece of trash. You can't be trash, Maya. You have to be perfect. Be perfect like me. I get up at 5 in the morning every day. I start my day the same way, worried that I will collapse and bones and decay from cleaning up your scalps. Why is your room such a mess? The clothes gonna hamper, Maya. You're displayed on your bed, you lack of morals. You're litter on the floor like collecting more dust than my without expectation. You disregard my rules, stubborn contempt, insubstantible attempt at teenage rebellion. But you can't be a rebel, Maya. You have to be, you're not interesting enough. You're not interesting enough. You need to obey and say yes and okay. You need to do it with a smile on a less than average face. You need to try harder, Maya. Make it wider, Maya. You need to obey and say yes and okay. You need to do it with a smile on a less than average face. Make it wider, Maya. Try harder, Maya. But you know how to smile. You disappoint me, Maya. You never appreciate what I do for you. And you never eat your dinner. And you never eat your dinner I consistently provide for you as I constantly remind you about a life I set aside for you. That meal doesn't pay for itself. I don't care if it's ideal. I don't care if it's ideal. Be perfect. Be perfect perfect like me. You need to drink your milk. You need to drink your milk with a less than average face. You need to pay more attention, Maya. Stop daydreaming, Maya. Stop saying a ceiling as one of the redeeming quality lies in the plaster. You need to organize your life. You need to organize your life. Your life is a disaster, just like a room, just a tea, just a future, which will soon come to an end if you don't put your pen down. Stop writing, Maya. Stop writing, Maya. Your life is not a book. Don't give me that look, Maya. I'm just trying to help you. I'm just trying to love you. I'm just trying to love you so that you can be perfect. Be perfect like me, Maya. Be perfect like me. Thank you and have a great day ahead.
Chess number 520 on stage. Judges, please note, chess number 520 on stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I have the privilege of reciting a timeless classic, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, written by the famous English poet Samuel Taylor Coleridge. This epic poem, first released in 1798, takes us on a mesmerizing journey of mystery and moral reflection. This narrative poem tells us the story of a mariner who, in a moment of thoughtless cruelty, shoots an albatross, consequently facing the dire consequences. This is not just a seafaring adventure, but the deep exploration of one's guilt, redemption, and the power of nature. As you listen to this poem, be ready to be transported to a world. Be ready to be transported to the mariner's world of isolation and elevation, where each and every line echoes the power of human action and the weight of consequences. Be prepared to be transported to a world of vast oceans, strange omens, and deep spiritual lessons. The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. There was an ancient mariner, and he stopped at one of three. By the long grey beard and glittering eye, no before stoops on me. The bridegroom's doors are open wide, and I am next of kin. The guests are met, the feast is set, mayst hear the merry din. He holds him with his skinny hand. There was a ship, quoth he. Hold off and hand me, you grey-beard lord, Epson's his son Tropty. He holds him with his glittering eye. The wedding guest stood still and listens like a 3 years child. The mariner hath his will. The wedding guest, he sat on a stone. He cannot choose but hear. And thus spake on that ancient man, the bright-eyed mariner. The ship was sure, the harbour clear. Merrily did we row below the kirk, below the line, below the lighthouse top. The sun came up upon the left, and out of the sea came he. And he shone bright, and on right went down into the sea. Higher and higher every day till over the mast did know. The wedding guest, he beat his breast, for he heard the loud bassoon. The bride had paced into her hall. Red as a rose is she, nodding the heads before her goes the merry minstrelsy. The wedding guest, he beat his breast, yet he cannot choose but hear. And they spake on that ancient man, the bright-eyed mariner. And now the storm blast came, and he was tyrannous and strong. He struck with his overtaking wings and chased the south along. With flopping mast and dipping prow, as who pursued with yell and blow, still treats the shadow of his foe. And southward we fled. Now there came both mist and snow. It grew wondrous cold. The ice mast high came floating by, as green as emerald. Through the drifts the snowy cliffs descended his mere sheen. No shapes of men, no beasts to weaken. The ice was all between. The ice was here, the ice was there, the ice was all around. It cracked and growled and howled and roared like noises in a swound. At length did crows and albatross
Through the fog it came, as it had been a Christian soul. We hailed it in God's name. It ate the food it needed it, and round it flew. The ice did split with a thunder fit. The helmsman steered us through. A good south wind sprang up behind. The albatross did follow, and every day for food or play came to the mariner's hollow. In mist or cloud or mast or storm, it perched for vespers 9, whilst all the night through fog smoke white glimmered the white moon shine. God, save the ancient mariner from the fiends and the plague thee. Why lookst thou so? With my crossbow I shot the albatross. Thank you.
Chess number 522, please report at the backstage immediately. I repeat, chess number 522, immediately report at the backstage. Chess number 521 on stage. Judges, please note, chess number 521 on stage.
Hello. Good afternoon. The bond between the mother and the child is the one that cannot be solved. Winner of the 1967 Pulitzer Prize, Anna Sexton speaks of a girl who has just given birth and now giving her up for adoption. Here goes. Unknown girl in a maternity ward. Child, the current of your breath is 6 days long. You lie, a small knuckle on my white bed. Lie, feasted like a snail, so small and strong at my breast. Your lips are animals, you affair with love. At first, hunger is not wrong. The nurses know their caps. You shepherded down the starch halls with the other unnested throng in willing baskets. You tip like a cup, your head moving to my touch. You sense the way we belong. But this is an institution bed. You may not know me very long. The doctors are enamored. They want to know the facts. They guess about the man who left me. Some pendulum soul, going the women go and leave you full of a child. But our case history stays blank. All I did was let you grow. And now we are here for all the world to see. They thought I was strange. Although I never spoke a word, I burst empty of you, letting you see how the air is so. The doctors start the riddle they ask of me, and I turn my head away. I do not know. Yours is the only face I recognize. Bone in my bone, you drink my answers in. 6 times a day I prize. You need the animals of your lips, your skin growing warm and plump. I see your eyes lifting their tents. They are blue stones. They begin to outgrow their moss. You blink in surprise. And I wonder what you can see. My funny skin? As you trouble my silence, I'm a shelter of lies. Should I learn to speak again? Or hopeless its insanity, will I touch some face I recognize? Down the hole the baskets start back. My arms fit you like a sleeve. They hold catkins of your willows. Each muscle and fold of your first days. The wild beef arms of your nerves. The old man's face disarms the nurses. But the doctors return to scold me. I speak. It is you whom my silence harms. I should have known. I should have told them something to write down. My voice alarms my throat. Name of father, none I hold. Thank you.
Chess Chess number 522 on stage. Judges, please note chess number 522 on stage.
Can you lower it down? Lower it down. No, like that. A bit more. Okay. Resilience, power, and grace. This was Maya Angelou, a literary icon and a voice for the voiceless. She rose to become a global inspiration, particularly for women and people of color. Her words give life to the struggles and triumphs of generations, addressing racism and the strength of womanhood. Honorable judges and esteemed listeners, I invite you to join me as I present one of her most powerful works, Phenomenal Woman, by the woman whose words continue to inspire and empower us all, Maya Angelou's Phenomenal Women. Pretty woman, wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model's size. But when I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my steps, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenally phenomenal woman. That's me. I walk into a room, just as cool as you please, and to a man, the fellows stand or fall down on their knees, and then they swim around me. A hive of honeybees. I say it's the fire in my eyes and the flash of my teeth, the swing in my waist and the joy in my feet. I'm a woman, phenomenally phenomenal woman. That's me. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trot me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Who are you busy with, gloom? 'Cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard? I'm a woman, phenomenally phenomenal woman. That's me. Men themselves have wondered what they see in me. They try so much, but they can't touch my inner mystery. When I try to show them, they say they still can't see. I say it's in the arch of my back, the sun of my smile, the ride of my breast, the grace of my style. 'Cause I'm a woman, phenomenally phenomenal woman. That's me. Do you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. Does my heartiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. I'm a woman, phenomenally phenomenal woman. That's me. You may shoot me with your words, cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? I'm a woman, phenomenally phenomenal woman. That's me. Now we understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't shout or jump or have to talk real loud. When you see me passing, it ought to make you proud. I say, it's in the click of my heels, the bend of my hair, the palm of my hand, the need of my care. 'Cause I'm a woman, phenomenally phenomenal woman. That's me, and that is me. Thank you all.
Chess number 523 on stage. Judges, please note chess number 523 on stage.
A warm good afternoon to one and all. Today, I'm here to recite a poem by the famous 19th century English romantic poet Robert Southey. After Blame is an anti-war poem where two young children of an old man questions the need for killing thousands of people just in the name for victory. It was a summer evening. Old Casper's work was done, and he, before his cottage door, was sitting in the sun. And by him, spotted in the green, his little grandchild Wilhelmine. She saw her brother Peterkin roll something large and round, which he before the rivulet in playing they had found. He came to ask what he had found that was so large and smooth and round. Old Casper took it from the boy, who stood expectant by. And then the old man shook his head with a natural sigh. "This some poor fellow's skull," said he, "who fell in the great victory. I find them in the garden for this many hereabout, and often when I go to plough, the ploughshare tears them out. For many thousand men," said he, "were slain in that great victory. Now tell us what it was all about." Young Peterkin, he cries, and little Wilhelmine looks up with wonder-waiting eyes. "Now tell us all about the war and what they fought each other for." "It was the English," Casper cried, "who put the French to rout. But what they fought each other for, I could not well make out. But everybody said," quoth he, "that it was a famous victory. My dad lived at Blenheim then, yon little stream hard by. They burned his dwelling to the ground, and he was forced to fly. So, with his wife and child he fled, nor had he where to rest his head. With fire and sword the country round was wasted far and wide, and many a childling mother then and newborn baby died. But things like that, must be at every famous victory. And many thousands of bodies lay rotting in the sun, and they say it was a shocking sight. But things like that, must be at every famous victory. Great praise the Duke of Marlborough's won, and our good Prince Eugene. Why, it was a very wicked thing, said little Wilhelmine. Nay, nay, my little girl, quoth it Peterkin. Why, it was a very wicked thing, but it was a very good fight. And everybody praised the Duke of Marlborough, who this great fight did win. But what good came of it at last? Quoth little Peterkin. Why, that I cannot tell, but it was a very famous victory. Thank you.
Chess number 524 on stage. Chess number 525 on stage. Judges, please note. Chess number 525 on stage.
Okay. Hello. Rise and shine. A very warm and bright good afternoon, one and all of you present over here. Distinguished dignitaries, esteemed judges, respected teachers, and all my dear friends. I feel exceedingly proud and privileged to have got an opportunity to recite a poem. The title of the poem is I Am the People, the Mo, written by Carl Sandburg. Carl Sandburg's poem, I Am the People, the Mo, is about the role of ordinary working people in creating history and how they are often ignored. The poem's themes include working class revolution, remembering the past, recognizing the common people, learning from history. The poem depicts a working class revolution as a constant threat when workers are being exploited. The poem calls people to remember the past and stand up for themselves. The poem discusses how the common people be the ones who will do all the work and wait for naught. The poem seems to deny the fact that people didn't learn from history and still continue to play it for fools by those in power. Now the poem. I am the people, the mob, the crowd, the mass. Do you know that all the great work of the world is done through me? I, the working man, the inventor, the maker of world's food and clothes. I am the audience that witnesses history. The Napoleons come from me and the Lincolns. They die. And then I send forth more Napoleons and Lincolns. I am the seed crouch. I am a prairie that will stand for much blowing terrible storms pass over me. I forget the best of me is sucked out and wasted. I forget everything, but death comes to me and makes me work and give up what I have, and then I forget. Sometimes I growl, shake myself and spatter a few red drops for history to remember. Then I forget. When I, the people, learn to remember. When I, the people, use the lessons of yesterday and no longer forget who wrote me last year, who played me for a fool, then there will be no speaker in all the world say the name, the people, with any fleek of sneer in his voice or any far-off smile in his derision. The mob, the crowd, the mass will arrive then. Thank you. Have a great day ahead.
The participant of Category 2, Mono Act from Grace Value, Malabar Central School, Parpanangadi, is requested to report at Stage 3. The participant of Category 2, Mono Act from Grace Value, Malabar Central School, Parpanangadi, is requested to report at Stage 3. Chess number 526 on stage. Judges, please note, chess number 526 on stage.
Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm gonna recite a beautiful poem named The Highwayman, written by Alfred Noyes. The Highwayman is a romantic ballad and narrative poem written by Alfred Noyes. It's about a highwayman or a person who robs people on the highway and the women he loves. The Highwayman, written by Alfred Noyes. The wind was a torrent of darkness among the gusty trees. The moon was a ghostly galleon tossed upon the cloudy seas. The road was a ribbon of moonlight over the purple moor. And the highwayman came riding, riding, riding. The highwayman came riding up to the old inn door. He'd a French cook tat on his forehead, a bunch of lace at his chin, a coat of the claret velvet, and breeches of brown doe skin. They fitted with never a wrinkle. His boots were up to thigh, and he rode with a jewel twinkle. His pistol butts a twinkle, his rapier hilt a twinkle, under the jewel sky. Over the cobbles he clapped and clashed, in the dark inn yard. He tapped with his whip on the shutters, but all was locked and barred. He whistled tuned to the window. And who should be waiting there But the landlord's black-eyed daughter, Bess, the landlord's daughter, plaiting a dark red love knot into her long black hair. And dark, in the dark, old and yard, a stable kid greet Rhythm the oss listened. His face is white and peaked, his eyes a hollows of madness, his hair like moutly hay. But he loved the landlord's daughter, the landlord's red-lipped daughter. Dumb as the dog listened, and he heard the robber say, "One kiss, my bonny sweetheart, I am after a prize tonight. But I shall be back with the yellow gold before the morning light. Yet, if they press me sharply and hurry me through the day, then look for me by moonlight. Watch for me by moonlight. I will come to thee by moonlight, though hell should bar the way." He rose upright the stirrups. His scarce could reach a hand, but she loosed the hair of the casement. His face burned like a brand as a black kiss of perfume came tumbling on his breast. Then he kissed his waist in the moonlight. Oh, sweet black waist in the moonlight. Then he tucked at his rein in the moonlight and galloped away to the west. He did not come in the dawning. He did not come at noon. And out of the tawny sunset, before the rise of the moon, when the road was gypsy's ribbon, looping the purple moor, a red cart troop came marching, marching, marching. King George's men came marching up to the old inn door. And still of a winter's night, they said, when the wind is in the trees, when the moon is the ghostly Gillian, tossed upon the cloudy seas, when the road is a ribbon of moonlight, over the purple moor, a highwayman comes riding, riding, riding. A highwayman comes riding up to the old inn door. Thank you and have a great day ahead.
Chess number 528 on stage. Judges, please note chess number 528 on stage.
Hello. Hello. Good morning, everyone. Today I am so excited to delve into the slam poetry of Maya Mayer, I Want to Be. Maya shares her desires for fitness, music, and talent through this poem. She uses poetic devices like metaphor, personification, and parallelism to make the poem feel rhythmic. I want to be well-read. I want to read Dostoevsky and Tolstoy and confidently pronounce their names. I want to read every book by every Russian author. I want to read all of the classics, the Pulitzer Prize winners, the national bestsellers, the undiscovered contemporaries before their novels are turned into movies, before they plaster the face of blockbuster actors on every cover until I'd be too ashamed to buy it. I want to write notes in the margins of pages with thought-provoking insight, character motives, and plot devices. I want to read every single book on my bookshelf. I will stare at them all until something happens. I will carefully trace the lines of every crease on every bind of every book, looking for a shortcut, a way to read them all at once, because I want to be well-read. I want to be smart. I want to know all the things. I want my brain to be a complex work of art. I want to start now. I want to be well-rounded. I want to start playing violin again. I want it to sound beautiful and impressive and technically difficult. I want to relearn how to read music and play Tchaikovsky's Symphony No. 4, and I want to see our jaw hit the floor before I reach the grand finale. My fingers trembling, rough with calluses. But I don't want calluses. I want soft, smooth hands to hold your hands after you fall in love with my undeniable musical talent. I want to be the first chair violinist in the LA Philharmonic. I will listen to YouTube videos of classical violin until I'm the first chair violinist in the LA Philharmonic. I want all of the knowledge sprouting from my fingertips, easy as the water drips when I let my arms hang like scarecrows in the shower. I want the power of now. I want to feel powerful. I want to be strong. I want to be strong and healthy. I want a body that says I do 5 a.m. Pilates every weekday. I want to drink chia seeds and loose leaf green tea sweetened with agave nectar. I want to do Bikram yoga and sweat out toxins in 105-degree heat. I want to be hot. I want to be hot and sexy. I will wear leg whites while I sleep until I wake up and peak physical condition. My body, a temple made of concrete, because I want to be strong. I want to right my wrongs like poems find answers to life's problems hidden in witty double entendres. I want to write witty double entendres that actually make sense so people can laugh at my ingenuity. I want to be funny. I want to be hilarious. I want to fill rooms with uproarious laughter that guts busting faster than a Crackle Barrel feast. I want to be the little lad that loves berries and cream, berries and cream. I want to be David Sedaris reading Sandiland Diaries in a monotone stupor. I want to be Kylie Jenner realizing things, and I want to be Nicolas Cage fighting bees in a legendary remake of The Wicker Man. I will emulate the entire history of pop culture until I'm the funniest person in a 10-mile radius at any given time, because I want to be hysterical. I want to be incomparable and vast. I want to be boundless and uninhibited, free from inertia and self-doubt. I want to master the practice of self-acceptance and love. I want the confidence to be everything I never thought I was. I want to be everything I never thought I was. I want to be everything I never was. Thank you so much.
Chess number 529 on stage. Judges, please note, chess number 529 on stage.
Good afternoon, one and all present here. Today, I'm going to recite the poem, The Highwayman by Alfred Noyes. This ballad is about a highwayman and his lady love, Bess. This poem shows about their true love. Here goes the poem. The wind was a torrent of darkness among the ghastly trees. The moon was a ghostly galleon tossed upon the cloudy seas. The road was a ribbon of moonlight over the purple moor, and the highwayman came riding, riding, riding. The highwayman came riding up to the olden door. He had a French cocked hat on his forehead and a bunch of lace at his chin, a coat of black velvet and breeches of brown doe skin. They fitted never with a wrinkle. His boots were up to the thigh, and he rode with the jeweled twinkle, his pistol butts a twinkle, his rapier hills a twinkle under the jeweled sky. Over the cobbles he clattered and clashed in the darkened yacht. He tapped with his whip at the shutters, but all was locked and barred. He whistles a tune to the window, and who should be waiting there? Bess, the landlord's daughter, the landlord's black-eyed daughter. plaiting a dark red love knot into her long black hair. And dark in the dark holes in the yard, a stable wicket creaked. But Tim the ostler listened. His face was white and peaked, his eyes were full of madness. But he loved the landlord's daughter, the landlord's red-lipped daughter. Dumb as a dog, he listened and heard what the robber says. One kiss, my pony sweetheart, I am after prize tonight. I shall be back for the yellow gold before the morning light. And yet, if they press me sharply and harry me through the day, then look for me by the moonlight. Watch for me by the moonlight. I will come to thee by the moonlight. But he did not come at the dawning. He did not come at the noon and out of the tawny sunset before the rise of the moon. And the red coat troop came marching, marching, marching. King George's man came marching up the olden door. They said no words to the landlord. They drank their ale instead. But they gagged his daughter and bound her to the foot of her narrow bed. She twisted her hands behind her, but all the knots held good. She withered her hands until her fingers kept with blood and sweat. They stretched and strained in the darkness, hours grilled and grilled like years, till now, on the stroke of the midnight, cold on the stroke of the midnight, the tip of the one finger touched it. The trigger was at least hers. Tlot, tlot, tlot! In the distance, the hearse ringing clear. Tlot, tlot, tlot! Had they heard it? Were they deaf? They did not hear. Down in the ribbon of moonlight, over the brow of the hill, the Hava man came riding, riding, riding. The red coat troop looked at their priming. She stood up, straight and still. Tlot, tlot, tlot! In the frosty silence, tlot, tlot, tlot! In the cawing night, nearer, he came nearer. Her face was like a light. Her eyes grew wider and wider. But it was a last breath. She moved her fingers in the moonlight. Her musket shattered in the moonlight, shattered her breast in the moonlight, and warned him with the death. She waited for her love in the moonlight and died in the darkness. Thank you and have a great day.
Chess number 530 on stage. Judges, please note chess number 530 on stage.
Good afternoon, respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. Today, I'm honored to present a poem titled Annabel Lee by Edgar Allan Poe. Annabel Lee is the last complete poem composed by American author Edgar Allan Poe. Like many of Poe's poems, it explores the theme of a death of a beautiful woman. The narrator, who fell in love with Annabel Lee when they were young, has a love for her so strong that even angels are envious. He remains his love for her after her death. However, the poem shows that even if the lovers are separated, their love will never die. So without any further ado, let's get started. Annabel Lee by Edgar Allan Poe. It was many and many years ago, in this kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived, whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. By the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and to be loved by me. To love and to be loved by me. I was a child and she was a child in this kingdom by the sea.
that we loved with a love that was more than love, that was more than love. I and my Annabelle, with a love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted, her and me. This was a reason, and this was a reason that long ago in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of the cloud, chilling my beautiful Annabelle, so that her high-born kinsman came and bore her away from me, to shut her up in the sepulchre in this kingdom by the sea. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, when envying on her and me. Yes, that was a reason, as all men know in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out the cloud by night, chilling and killing my Annabelle, chilling and killing my Annabelle. But our love, it was stronger by far than the love of those who are older than we, of many far wiser than we, and neither the angels in heaven above nor the demons under the sea can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabelle, of the beautiful Annabelle. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of my beautiful Annabelle. And the stars never rise, but I feel the bright eyes of my beautiful Annabelle. And so, all the night I'll lay down by the side of my darling, my life, my bride, in her sepulchre there by the sea, in her tomb by the sounding sea, in her tomb by the sounding sea. Thank you.
Category 1, open up. First cluster participants, please report at stage 1 immediately. I repeat, Category 1, open up. First cluster participants, please report at stage 1 immediately. Participants of Category 4, recitation Sanskrit, report at stage 6. Participants of Category 4, Sanskrit recitation, report at stage 6 immediately. Chess number 531 on stage. Judges, please note, chess number 531 on stage.
Good evening, everyone. I feel proud and privileged to have got an opportunity to recite the poem I Am the People, the Mob by Carl Sandburg. I am the people, the mob, the crowd, the mass. Do you know that all the great work of the world is done through me? I am the working man, the inventor, the maker of the world's food and clothes. I am the audience that witnessed history. The Napoleons come from me, and the Lincolns, they die. And then I send forth more Napoleons and Lincolns. I am the seed ground. I am a prairie that will stand for much plowing, and terrible storms pass over me. I forget The best of me is sucked out and wasted. I forget. Everything but death comes to me and makes me works and thank you.
Chess number 532 on stage. Judges, please note, chess number 532 on stage.
Esteemed judges, audience, and fellow participants, a warm day to all. I present to you a poignant poem titled My Master by Selena Odom. In this piece, Odom personifies her addiction to meth as a cruel master that severs connections, controls her life, and diminishes her essence. Through vivid imagery and raw emotions, she highlights the loneliness and despair of addiction. Let us reflect on the profound impact of addiction and the courage it takes to reclaim one's life. It is with respect I present to you my master. I have a master of an evil kind. He totally controls my body, soul, and mind. At first, he was fun and cool, but soon I became his fool. A victim without a chance, he took my life in just a glance. He's so sneaky and full of deceit. I wonder why we ever had to meet. Thanks to my master, I am now someone I hate. I used to have a life and it was somewhat great. Now, all I do is cheat, steal, and lie, and then lay in bed praying to die. Still, I can't leave my master for any reason. He's too strong and his control is never ceasing. He's the one I run to when I wake. I can't rid him even for my children's sake. I used to be loving, caring, and enjoyed my life. But that was before my master took me for his wife. Everyone says I don't look like the type. They can't picture me locked in a room smoking a pipe. I once was a pretty girl from the south, but now I'm left with the teeth rotting in my mouth. My master says, "You'll never stay clean. You love me too much to be happy and serene." Yes, I have a master of the most evil kind. He took over and everything good was left behind. He shows no mercy to religion, sex, or age. He only searches for his next victim in which to engage. I pray you never meet my master. If your path crosses, run fast, then run faster. Just in case he goes by meth, crystal, or ice. And I'm begging you, just take my advice. No one should have to succumb to this master of misery and shame. Trust me, this is your life, not a game. Nothing good will ever come from knowing this dark demon. So don't try him, no matter how unbearable life is seeming. My master took me and broke my spirit. So don't meet him, just don't hear it. Thank you.
Chess number 533 on stage. Judges, please note, chess number 533 on stage.
Good evening to one and all present here. Today, I'm going to recite the poem, The Inchcape Rock, written by Robert Sahodaya. He was an English romantic poet and a poet laureate from 1813. This poem talks about a bell being installed on the Inchcape Rock for warning the people and seafarers about the reef near the Scottish coast. Let's see it in the poem. No stir in the air, no stir in the sea. The ship was as still as she could be. Her sails from heaven received no motion. Her keel was steady in the ocean. Without either sign or sound of their shock, The waves rolled over the Inchcape rock. Sorrel they rose, sorrel they fell. They did not move the Inchcape bell. The good old abbot of Aberbrothock had placed that bell on the Inchcape rock. On a bow in the storm, it floated and swung, and over the waves its warning rung. When the rock was hit by the surge's swell, the mariners heard the warning bell, and then they knew the perilous rock and blessed the abbots of Aberbrothock. The sun in heaven was shining gay. All things were joyful on that day. The seabirds screamed as they wheeled around, and there were joyance in their sound. The boy of the Inchcape bell was seen, a darker speck on the ocean green. So Ravdaro walked his deck and fixed his eye on the darker speck. He felt the cheering power of spring. It made him whistle, it made him sing. His heart was mirthful to excess, but the rover's mirth was wickedness. His eyes was on the Inchcape floats. Quoth he, "My man, put out the boat and row me to the Inchcape rock, and I'll plague the abbots of Aberbrothock." The boat is lowered, the boatmen row, and to the Inchcape rock they go. So Ravdaro bent over from the boat, and he cut the bell from the Inchcape float. Down sang the bell with a gurgling sound. The bubbles rose and burst around. Quoth Sir Ralph, "They cannot see. It will be lighter soon, for there is the dawn of the rising moon." "Can't steer," said one. "The breakers roar. Now where we are, I cannot tell, for methinks we should be near the shore." "Now where we are, I cannot tell, but I wish I could hear the Inchcape bell." They hear no sound. The swell is strong, though the wind hath fallen with a shivering shock. "Oh Christ, it is the Inchcape rock!" So Ravdaro tore his hair. He cursed himself in his despair. The waves rushed in on every side. The ship is sinking beneath the tide. But even in his dying fear, one dreadful sound could the rover hear. A sound as if with the Inchcape bell, the devil below was ringing his knell. Thank you and have a great day ahead.
Chess number 535 on stage. Judges, please note, chess number 535 on stage.
Respected judges and dignitaries on the dais, a very delightful good evening, everyone. Today, I'll be reciting the poem Phenomenal Women by Maya Angelou, an acclaimed American poet, storyteller, activist, and autobiographer. Angelou was born in Margaret Johnson in St. Louis, Missouri. She had a broad career as a dancer, singer, actress, composer, and Hollywood's first female black director, but became most famous as an essayist, playwright, editor, writer, and a poet. As a civil rights activist, Angelou worked for Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X. She was also an educator and served as the Reynolds Professor of American Studies at Wake Forest University. Let's begin, and I hope you will be inspired. Phenomenal Women by Maya Angelou. Pretty women wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model size. But when I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say, it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, and the curl of my lips. I am a woman, phenomenal woman. That's me. I walk into a room just as cool as you please. And to a man, the fellow stands or fall down on his knees. Then they swam around me, a hive of honeybees. I say, oh, it's the fire in my eyes, the flash of my teeth, the swing in my waist and the joy in my feet. I am a woman, phenomenal woman, that's me. Men themselves have wondered what they see in me. They try so much, but they cannot touch my inner mystery. When I try to show them, they say they still can't see. I say, oh, it's in the arch of my back, the sun of my smile, the ride of my breasts and the grace of my style. I am a woman, phenomenal woman, that's me. Now you understood just why my head's not bowed. I don't shout or jump about or have to talk real loud. When you see me pausing, it ought to make you proud. I say, it's in the click of my heels, the bend of my hair, the palm of my hands, and the need for my care. I am a woman, phenomenal woman, that's me. That's my mother and all your mothers. And that's my grandmother and all your grandmothers. And my great-grandmother and all your great-grandmothers. And my great-great and your great-great. And that's all the women who's present here. And that phenomenal woman is me. Thank you.
Chess number 536 on stage. Judges, please note. Chess number 536 on stage.
Hello. A terrible afternoon to the esteemed judges, teachers, and my dear fellow participants. Today I will recite The Reign of the Ancient Mariner by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. It's a classic romantic poem that tells the story of a sailor who brings upon himself a curse and his crew by killing an albatross. Through his supernatural journey, the poem discovers the theme of redemption, guilt, and man's connection with nature. Now let's captivate the sail. It is an ancient mariner, and it stoppeth when of tree, by the great moon and by the long grey beard and glittering eye. Now wherefore stops thou me? The bridegroom's doors are opened wide, and I'm next of kin. The guests are met, and the feast is set. Messieurs the Maritime. He holds him with his skinny hand. There was a ship, quoth he. Hold up and hand me, crepied loon. Eftsoons his hand, drawed he. He holds him with his glittering eye. The wedding guest stood still and listened like a 3-year child. The mariner have his bill. The wedding guest sat on a stone. He could not choose but hear. And thus spake on the tensioned man, the bright-eyed mariner. The ship was steered, the harbor cleared. Merrily did we drop below the kirk, below the kill, below the lighthouse top. The sun came up upon the left. Out of the sea came he, and he shone bright, and on the right went down into the sea. Higher and higher every day, till low the masted tune. The wedding guest here bid his prayers, for he heard the loud bassoon. The bride have paced into the hall, ready as a rose was she. Nodding their head before her goes the merry minstrelsy. The wedding guest he bid his breast. Yet he cannot choose but hear. And thus spake on the tensioned man, the bright-eyed mariner. And now the stompless came, and he was sturdiness and strong, had struck with his overtaken wings and chased himself along. With slowing mast and dipping prow, as he pursued with yell and blow, still stretched the shadow of his foe, and forward bent his head. The ship drove fast, the Lord roared blast, and southward we fled. And now there came both the mist and snow, and its crew winter stalled, and ice, the mast high, came floating by, as green as emerald.
through the drifts, the snowy cliffs that's in the decimal sheen. Nor the shapes of man, nor beasts we can. The eyes was all between. The eyes was there, the eyes was here, the eyes was all around. It cracked and glowed and strode and howled like noises on the sound. At length, it grows an albatross. To the folk it came. As if it's been a Christian soul, we hailed it in God's name. It ate the food it ne'er had eat, and round it flew. The eyes displayed with the thunder fed, the huntsman steered through, and the good south wind sprang up behind, the albatross that followed. For every day for food and play came to the mariner's hollow. In mist or cloud, on Mars or proud, it perched for whispers nine. All the night through the fog smoke white glimmered the white moonshine. Could save the ancient mariner from the fiends as place they thirst. Why lookst thou so? With my crossbow, I shot the albatross. Thank you.
Chess number 537 on stage. Judges, please note. Chess number 537 on stage.
As said by the Confucius, we have two lives. The second one begins when we realize we only have one. Good evening to one and all present over here. In a rush of modern existence, where time often feels like a pellucid luxury, the poem My Soul is in a Hurry captures the essence of a restless spirit who's in search of fulfillment. Here goes the poem, My Soul is in a Hurry. I have counted my years and realized I have less time to live than the time I have lived so far. I have counted my years and realized that I have less time to live than the time I have lived so far. I have more past than the future. I feel like a little boy who had a bowl of cherries. At first, he gobbled them. But when he realized that there were only a few left, he began to taste them intensely and passionately. I no longer have time to deal with the mediocrity. I no longer have time to deal with the mediocrity. I do not want to be in a meeting where flamed egos parade. I am bothered by the envious who seek to discredit the most able, usurp their places, coveting their seats, talents, achievements, and luck. I truly do not have time for endless conversations. I truly do not have time for endless conversations, useless discussions about the lives of others who are irrelevant to mine. I no longer have the time to handle or manage the sensitives of people who, despite their chronological age, act immature. I hate to confront those who struggle for power and those who do not debate the content, just the labels. My time has become scarce to debate the labels. I cannot understand the inner essence of the world. My soul is in a hurry. Not much cherries left in my bowl. I want to live rest of my life with people who are human. I want to live rest of my life with people who are human. Humans who laugh at their own weaknesses. And away from those who become smug and overconfident with their triumphs. And
away from those who are filled with self-importance. I no longer have time. Yes, I am in a hurry to live my life with intensity and passion that only maturity can give me. My soul is in a hurry, not much cherries left in my bowl. I do not intend to waste any of the remaining cherries. I'm sure they will be exquisite, much more than eaten so far. Thank you.
Chess number 539 on stage. Judges, please note, chess number 539 on stage.
Okay. Respected judges and all my dear friends, a very warm good evening to one and all present here. Today, I'm here to recite the poem Perfect by Maya Mayer. Is there something wrong with you? A loose screw or two that ruined the ability to function? Why are you always so tired? Your life is uninspired and small. All you do is sprawl on the couch with outstretched limbs like a sloth in slow motion. Where is your devotion to succeed, Maya? Did it drift out your window with the smoke from your weed? Do I need to force feed your discipline till you finally concede? I cook and I clean and I don't stop till the soles of my feet bleed. But I'm fine. I'm perfect. Be perfect, Maya. Be perfect. Like me. Stop wearing those god-awful ripped pants and that lipstick like a whore with double D implants. You only get one chance, Maya. Stop acting like a cat with 9 lives left. Stop committing yourself to songs, stories, and spoken slam bullshit in a world where degrees and PhDs impede the need for poetry. And stop chewing on your nails. No wonder you've never attracted any males. Why do you do that? Do you like the taste? Are they sweet? You can't eat sweets, Maya. You're ruining your teeth like you're ruining your life. My teeth are perfect, clean and pristine. They gleam like the golden halo above my perfectly conditioned head. I don't eat sugar, Maya. I'm above sugar. Why are you down here, Maya? Why are you down here when you need to be up here? Up here with the one who has a promising career, who listens when information goes in one ear and doesn't come out the other. You'll never be up here, Maya. You act as if the act of listening is a crime, or you would have heard me the 666th time I told you to stop chewing on your nails. Stop chewing on your nails like a goddamn piece of trash. You can't be trash, Maya. You have to be perfect. Be perfect like me. I wake up at 5 in the morning every day. I start my day the same way, worried that I'll collapse as my bones start to decay from cleaning up your scraps. Why is your room such a mess? The clothes goes in the hamper, Maya, not displayed on the bed like lack of your morals, not litter on the floor collecting more dust than my withered expectations. You disregard my rules with a stubborn contempt in a substandard attempt at teenage rebellion. But you can't be a rebel, Maya. You're not interesting enough. You need to obey and say yes and okay. You need to do that with a smile on your less than average face. You need to work harder, Maya. Make it wider, Maya. You disappoint me, Maya. You never appreciate me for what I do for you. You never try to be a winner and you never eat your dinner. You never eat your dinner, which I consistently provide you as I constantly remind you of the life I set aside for you. Life I set aside for you. As I constantly remind you of the life I set aside for you. You need to eat it, Maya. Eat it all. Eat it with a reasonable time with a glass of milk. You need milk, Maya. You need calcium like you need a catalyst for growth. You'll never grow to be tall. Be tall like me. I drink my milk, Maya. Drink your fucking milk. Be tall. Be perfect. Be perfect like me. You need to pay more attention, Maya. Stop daydreaming, Maya. Stop staring at the ceiling as if your one redeeming quality is hidden in the plaster. You need to organize your life, Maya. Your life is a disaster. Just like your room, just like your teeth, just like your future, which will soon come to an end if you don't put down that pen. You need to stop writing, Maya. Your life is not a book. Don't give me that look, Maya. I'm just trying to help you. I'm just trying to love you. You have to let me love you so that you can be perfect. Be perfect like me. Thank you and have a nice day.
And that was the last participant for Category 3 English Recitation.
For the kind attention of the participants of Classical Music for Girls, Category 4, are requested to report at stage 8 immediately. I repeat, participants of Classical Music for Girls, Category 4, are requested to report at backstage 8.
ഒരു കോഡ് അവിടെ ഇട്ടാളാം.
Hello.
Hello, good evening to all. We are happy to announce the results of Recitation English, Category 3. The third place goes to card number 503. The second position is won by card number 504. And the first place goes to card number 538. Congratulations to all the winners and participants. Thank you.
Hello. Winners are asked to go to media room. Okay. Thank you.